Welcome to Group 6 Lecturette presentation on health and stress. Together, we will explore what psychology research provides for us to live healthier lives and to better control our stress. Some of you may already be aware of the following information, so we ask that you enjoy this presentation as a refresher.
Refreshments are available in the lobby. And please, keep our theater clean by disposing of trash in specified containers. And remember, gift certificates are available for any special occasion. Enjoy the show.
In order to get stress under control, it's important to make wise behavioral choices when it comes to three things. 1. Physical activity. 2. Diet and nutrition. And 3. Quitting smoking. With each new year, we've progressed as a human race by finding a quicker and easier way to do our daily tasks. In every new invention, we've removed the element of physical activity. We now live in a world of ease and comfort with voice commands, vast information at our fingertips, and apps that do all the hard work for us. Unfortunately, we've become less active and as a result suffer the health problems with physical inactivity. There are some ways to bring back physical activity into our daily lives, like taking the stairs instead of an elevator, walking or biking instead of driving to your destination, playing sports instead of going to a movie. Making small decisions like this correlates to a longer lifespan. One study of older adults revealed that the more they expanded energy in daily activities, the longer they were likely to live. Physical activity not only supports a longer life, but it also prevents health risks such as heart disease and metabolic diseases. Just being more active has shown to reduce levels of anxiety and depression. Here are some more simple ways to incorporate physical activity back into our lives. Swimming, golfing, cleaning the house, mowing the lawn, home repair, even cycling. It's recommended by health experts that every adult engage in at least 30 minutes of continuous activity and every child at least 60 minutes each day. Find a buddy and try out the many ways to bring back physical activity. Since the physical activity rate has dropped over the years, inevitably, obesity and being overweight are serious concerns. In addition to bringing back physical activity and exercise into our daily lives, eating right and giving our bodies the right nutrients to live off of makes us healthier and more prepared to handle stress. The National Weight Control Registry and similar studies reveal 3 things one must do to support a lasting, healthy lifestyle. Number 1, exercise 30 minutes a day, as mentioned before. Number 2, plan your meals. And 3, weigh in daily. Just these 3 actions will build a solid foundation for getting your lifestyle to a healthier level. The third and final wise behavioral choice to make regarding your health and stress is to quit smoking. As most know, smoking harms nearly every bodily organ and system, and it's the leading preventable cause of death in the United States. Kicking any old habit is a challenge, and giving up smoking is no different. Addiction to nicotine, the active drug in cigarettes that is a stimulant that increases the smoker's energy and alertness, which is a pleasurable and reinforcing experience, makes this habit a tough one to break. Psychologist research confirms 3 different methods to quit smoking, and usually a mixture of the 3 methods brings more success. Number 1, going cold turkey. This means that one just simply stops smoking, period. Number 2, using a substitute source of nicotine, such as nicotine gum, patch, inhaler, or spray. The third method is seeking therapeutic help. This can be through medications or psychotherapy. And there you have it. Physical activity, diet and nutrition, and quitting smoking are the top 3 wise behavioral choices when it comes to taking care of your health and keeping your stress under control. When you hear the word mindlessness, what comes to mind? Being brain dead? Meditation? Or daydreaming? Well, turns out that mindlessness in the psychology world is similar to what most refer to as autopilot. Mindlessness are the moments when you arrive at your next class without recalling how you got there. Or how about the times when you've already shampooed your hair and you go to reach for the shampoo a second time and realize, wait, did I already do this? Basically, mindlessness is all the activities we perform without thought. When it comes to our health, we can use mindlessness to help us make healthier choices. One study conducted an experiment to test the theory of exposure to a positive social proof heuristic to see if participants would conform to the heuristic directions. For those of you that have yet to hear about social proof heuristics, it is the simple process of informing people of what most people would do in a similar circumstance. Generally, heuristics help us make decisions by suggesting we do what most people do. Since most of us often think of making healthy eating choices taking a lot of effort on our part and a lot of willpower and self-control, this study proved that it's not so hard after all. It was pretty simple. First, participants were randomly assigned to engage in a complicated task to drain their self-control resources. Their next task was to select between pairs of foods. In each pair, an attractive but unhealthy choice, chocolate bar, potato chips, was pitted against a less attractive but healthier option, raisins, rice crackers. Before each choice, half of the participants were exposed to a social proof heuristic. Participants were shown a pie chart indicating the majority of others in the study selecting healthier options. Then, the participants made their selections. The results showed that the participants who were exposed to the heuristic ended up choosing the healthier options, despite the fact that they just engaged in complicated tasks. They were able to choose the healthier option. So I think it's pretty safe to say that by looking at this study, we can see that mindlessness has a really positive effect when we expose ourselves to healthy decision making. How does the study of psychology affect you and your future? You're sitting outside one evening and the sky is set on fire by a vivid sunset. What feelings come over you? What does that sunset represent? What feelings does it invoke? Many would be surprised to know that the feelings they get from something as simple as a sunset may be very different from the feelings that someone else may get. This is a prime example of how psychology plays a huge part in our lives. It is human nature to ask the question, why? In regards to the way humans interact, feel, express emotions, control stress, and make choices that affect our health, we wonder about these things because they have great impacts on our lives and the lives of people around us. Having an understanding of these different aspects of human life is to have an understanding of human psychology. By having an understanding of psychology, we are then able to take this information and make choices in our life that will benefit us and allow us to live our good life. Really, Psychology gives us all the more control over our lives. It's really important to take the information that we've learned in this lesson and ask the question, what does psychology mean to me? Or how can I take what I've learned and make choices that will lead me to a good life? We can ask questions all we want about the reasons why we do certain things or act a certain way, but we must also try to apply the things that we've learned to our future and make the most out of the life that we have. The keys to unlocking the wonders of life mean that we need to nurture our minds, our bodies, and our brains. And now for the game you've all been waiting for. Who wants to be a millionaire?